Hey, what's up everyone? You're watching Bobsdecline. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Aaron. I've been a lineman on the east coast of Canada for almost 20 years now. So today we're going to be talking about storm, how you, members of the public, can help us, the linemen, be a little bit safer, how to keep safe yourself, and how to make the restoration as efficient and safe as possible. Now, we're going to be doing this all in one take so that I can release this video tonight. There's not going to be any editing, so bear with me, guys. Also, we're not going to be talking about things like have a flashlight, battery, water ready, stuff like that. I want to go over a few real life circumstances that we come across at every storm, which could be hazardous to not only the members of the public, but also to us linemen. So a lot of really important information here to cover. If you're watching this video as a lineman, there's a lot of really great guys, a lot really knowledgeable that watch this channel. So please don't be scared to write down in the comment section any input you may have or any tips and tricks for the public. Okay, so we're gonna dive right into this. First thing, guys, as Louis the Lightning Bug always said, if the lines are down, don't hang around. Every storm, I get an emergency call where they report wires blocking a road, maybe traffic's backed up, someone's driveway's blocked off, and somebody comes along with a little bit of knowledge about the lines and says, that's just a telephone line, just a coax or a guy wire, whatever. It doesn't matter. Please do not touch anything. There's a lot of tension on those lines. When that snaps, it could flip up and around. A high voltage wire, there can most definitely still be a hazard. Maybe it looks like the power went out in the area. That power can come back on at any time. A lot of our lines are run off a breaker or a reclosing system where once the fault clears, those lines could automatically energize again. They're not supposed to, but it very well can happen. So please don't go near down lines of any kind. Wait until a lineman responds to the area and makes it safe. If it's an immediate hazard, call 911. If there's arcing fire, perhaps there's a medical emergency and you need to get access, call 911. They do have a direct line to the power company that can get us there a little bit quicker. The most important thing during these storms is safety of both the public and the working force. Second thing I want to cover, a lot of times during storms, members of the public will bring us coffee, thank you cards, stuff like that. Really appreciated. It's really a great boost for morale. But again, safety wise, we don't want crews, first of all, going anywhere near these substations. You see a crew in the substation, don't walk in through the gate to walk up and say, we just want to thank you. It is greatly appreciated, but absolutely do not enter any of these substations. That goes for work area as well. Maybe there's a crew on the side of the road, guy up in the air working on stuff. So we're all wearing hard hats. The member of the public, we don't want you walking up underneath the work area in case something falls. There's all kinds of hazards present. So if you're coming by with some coffee for the guys, awesome. Stand a safe distance away, maybe in your front yard. Try to make eye contact with one of the guys, a little wave. He'll approach you in a manner that's safe when they have a chance to do so. So another thing I wanted to cover is when the power's out, I've heard customers mention a few times, power's out. This is a great time to cut this tree down that's in my backyard near the lines. Again, that power could come on at any time. So please don't assume it's out, that it's safe to work on some equipment, maybe your main breaker in the house, a tree in your backyard. Treat every single piece of equipment as if it's energized. Another subject I wanted to mention was calling in outages. The phone lines get tied up pretty quick. There's probably thousands of phone calls coming in. So questions such as just wondering when my power is going to be back on, if you can use the website instead. There's always an estimated restoration time on the website. Got to bear with us on those ones during storms with hundreds and hundreds of incidents. Those restoration times are estimated. They could change. Maybe a crew rolled up on a scene, they plan on having it on, and all of a sudden they come across a pole that's in a really rocky area, a ditch not accessible by machinery. They might secure that site, move on to another one where they can restore. maybe a couple thousand customers in the next couple hours, as opposed to spending the next 12 or 14 hours on that one job site. As we respond to these calls during storm work, our priorities go like this. Emergency situations, anything where there's an active fire, where somebody's life's in danger, anything that may pose a threat to the public, we address those first. Secondly, we've got to get our transmission lines back up and running. Those big poles behind me, those towers, they feed these substations. We can't go out and work in the field if there's no power going to the sub. Once the substation is on, we'll tackle our main feeders, trying to get on our emergency services, hospitals, special care homes, even gas stations, grocery, any services the public need to be safe if it's an extended outage for a few days. We want to make sure there's gas, food, and medical services. Then we're going to move on to our main feeders in through the cities, the main lines, even going out through rural sections. If you live in a rural town and you don't see any crews, chances are the main line's out. There's no sense in going into the town and picking up small areas of power because the main line's not on yet. Two other things I did forget to mention as I went over the video quickly before posting. One is generators, backfeed. If you have a proper generator set up with an auto transfer switch, maybe there's a block that you can disconnect your main breaker from the system, that's fine. However, using double male end extension cord, backfeeding that through your home, your main breaker's closed in, that can backfeed up through the system. It will actually enter a transformer and step that voltage up to the high voltage distribution level. It can be extremely dangerous to linemen out working the lines. So if you don't have a proper certified setup for a generator, please do not try and Mickey Mouse something at your house to get your power back on using unapproved methods. And the other thing I wanted to mention was trees blocking the road. I had an incident 2-3 years ago where there was a tree down across the lines, blocked the whole road. Everyone's power went out, so the guy went and got his tractor, hooked onto the tree, and drug it out of the way. There was no one injured in that particular circumstance, but again, where I said don't try and help with situations, that includes downed trees that are not only in contact with power lines, but are close to the vicinity of any of our infrastructure that's damaged. Please just stay away and wait till we arrive. We do have crews on the road 24/7 during storm work. We work most efficiently during daylight, so the bulk of the crews will be working a shift, let's say 6 a.m. till 8 or 10 that night, but there will be crews staggered throughout the area all night to respond to any emergencies. Last but certainly not least, and not really a safety concern, but at the same time, sometimes this situation I'm going to explain may get customers a little irate, which can result in a safety situation. If you see 4, 5, even 6 crews all congregated in a parking lot, kind of sitting there, during these storms we have a lot of crews from out of town that don't know our system, and a lot of times aren't even allowed to work on it without the guidance from a representative from the company. So what I'll do if I have 2, 3, 4 trucks assigned to me, I'll have them wait at a location while I patrol the line, come up with a plan, get a permit, get some planning going on for where the crews are going to set up their grounds, the work locations, basically getting together a plan of attack. Once that line is patrolled and we establish a plan, we'll have a meeting with the crews, and then they'll hit that work with a smash. It's most certainly not a free-for-all during storm work. Crews can't just drive around and pick up any little bit of work that they see as they're going. Some company representatives in the area, such as myself, if I'm passing by and I see a line actively arcing, I'm going to stop, address the issue, make it safe. May not necessarily restore power while I'm there, as we do prioritize our calls according to safety and customers. So that's pretty much it, guys. Everyone here is preparing for the storm now. I am going to mention one last time, the most important thing is please don't try and help with the restoration process. Don't try and clear any trees that are blocking the road. Whether you think it's telephone, coax, or whatever, do not touch it. Don't drag wires off the road. Stay clear of any lines that are down. We're trying our best to restore your power as quickly and as efficiently, with a priority being safety. So thanks again, guys, for stopping in. Hopefully we dodge a bullet on this one.